Good morning. It is a good morning. It's a great morning. It's a great morning. Saturday morning, I'm on my way to Empire to go teach my Saturday morning class. Headed up there a little bit early today though. Wanted to get a little extra work in since I decided I'm not going to go to sparring at Sammy's today, as we are officially 7 days out from my fight. Texas Muay Thai Championships, and I'm feeling good. I don't know how to stop moving. I gotta stay moving. I gotta keep working. It's been a little different being at another gym, especially when I've been fighting for so long. Well, not time-wise, but as many fights as I've had with Ambush, and it's just a slightly different setup as far as how the fighters work, what they do for camp, what Sammy wants us to do to what Bobby wants us to do. Not extremely different, just a little bit, so just kind of trying to get used to that. So I decided not to spar today because under any other normal circumstances, I probably would. And is that a good idea? No, probably not. Is it a bad idea? I mean, it depends on who you are and how you look at it, right? Anyways, super freaking excited. It feels like it has taken forever to get to this point, considering I watched, my opponent fight back in August, and I made a comment to Bobby, the matchmaker for Texas Muay Thai. I want to fight that kid. And, I pretty much found out that week that I was gonna, and it feels like it's been a long time coming because of it, By the way, it is not this cold in Texas. I know I look like I'm freezing. I'm not. I just tend to overdo it a little bit just because I don't want to be cold. I don't like the cold. I hate the cold. It's reading 46 right now, so it's definitely not that cold. But yeah, I'd rather be a little overdressed and warm as opposed to underdressed and cold, because anything below the 40s and I'm not freezing, I'm just not completely comfortable. Yeah, I'm going in a little early to get some extra work in. I'm also super excited because I was supposed to order a new camera last night, but the shop I was ordering it from is in New York City, and apparently they are practicing, I don't know what the proper term would be for it, but something to do with Shabbat. I guess they're not in the shop. You could get online, you could add stuff to your cart, but you couldn't actually check out. I'm not really sure what the checkout has to do with that, and that's fine. I'm not mad, or I'm not, slamming them or anything about it. I just thought it was a little weird. I guess, they'd rather have somebody in there on the daily. But I can't order that camera until today, and so I was pretty upset about that. As I added it into my cart. I was super excited. It's a brand new camera that just came out last month. That is a slightly less technical version of the camera that I originally wanted, but it's also like $250 cheaper than the camera I originally wanted, and it does everything that I want it to still. And yeah, so I was like, yeah, I found my camera, and I put it in my cart, and then I clicked on checkout, and it was like Shabbat, and I was like, oh man, okay. And so then it showed me a timer to when I could actually order it again, and it was like 18 hours. Yeah, so that's what I'm dealing with, but I should have that camera ordered today, and hopefully it'll be on its way in here before the fight, and I can actually use it for the fight. So that would be super dope to be able to record some of my stuff. Fun stuff going on. I got my first fighter shirt made. Never had a fighter shirt. I've always thought they were super cool. I've had some of my friends' shirts before. Fighter shirt, if you don't know, it's it's got your name or a logo or a picture of your gym or something, whatever, and then on your back you have sponsors, right? You get sponsored, and you put all your sponsors on the back. And I've never done that before. And I've seen amateurs pros do it, you know, guys going to tournaments that get the gym gets supported, they do it, that kind of thing. But I've never done that. I've never had like an official sponsor to like do that with. And you know, Sammy, it's something Sammy would do pretty often, and he suggested it to me, and I've always wanted to do it. I just never knew how, and I don't know, I guess I was just being weird about actually asking to figure out the process. But I did it. I finally did it, and I don't have it right now because I'm doing things I shouldn't be doing, but it's on a stand and I don't have to look at it and touch it, the camera that is. Yeah, super excited because I got that out. You know, I got a little over 100 made. I think it was 115, 120, something like that made. And I'm selling those. For you guys that don't know, you know, pro fighters, unless you're on a main stage of like UFC or 1FC, you know, a lot of fighters under that, essentially, especially on the lower ranks, where I am, even in the middle ranks, really, we don't get paid a lot. You know, this one fight, you know, numbers aren't necessary to talk about, but you know, it doesn't pay my entire month of bills or anything like that. So it's, you know, I gotta find other ways to make money. I do this not because I'm trying to make money. I do it because it's what I love to do, and it is, you know, become my career as far as like coaching and you know, what I want to do with it in the future. So another way to make money would be privates and personals, which I do pretty frequently, as far as, you know, privates for Muay Thai, and or I'm a personal trainer, so I take clients for personal training. But other ways to try to make some money would be like a clothing line. Well, I don't have a clothing line, and the next best step was a sponsor shirt. So that's where I got that, or that's why I did that, rather. And so yeah, so I was able to pick up a few sponsors. I contacted a company to make my shirts, and you know, there it is. But yeah, so we don't make a lot of money. So, you know, doing privates is one way to make money. Seminars, which you guys have seen, I've done 2 so far, is another way to make money. T-shirts, little things like that, which I will continue to be doing from here on out, essentially. And you know, I'm gonna be looking for ways to do more. I think I do want to start like a little merch line, not necessarily for me, but for Strike, that is my actual business. Strike Fitness, if you don't know, which is the name that this page is based off of. Yeah, so we're going to be looking at some different stuff, you know, some shirts and other things. I'm not going to talk about it too much, because if you don't know me, I'm the type of person I'm just going to do, and you'll know I did it when you see it. I don't really talk about it a whole lot. Anyways, but yeah, so I just got up to the gym. It's almost 9 o'clock. My class starts at 10. So I'm going to get some training done. do a little training. Yeah, I got 3 rounds on the rope, 3 rounds of boxing, 3 rounds of kickboxing, 3 rounds of Muay Thai. Pretty happy with that. I got a little sweat going. Of course, I was using my Sweet Sweat and my waist trimmer. Just a belt to make you sweat more. That shit don't work. That's another video. Anyways, also got an interesting call. I got a little nervous for a second, thinking that just a news update, breaking news update, if you will, that I might not be fighting after all. So I got a phone call from the matchmaker. It says, hey, it's your opponent. I said, no, please don't tell me that. And he said, yep. And I said, okay, what happened? He's not going to make weight. Okay, but do I still have a fight? He tried to find, he originally got pulled. They tried to find some other people to fill in. Not going to work. He don't want to leave me hanging, so he agreed to fight if it's possible to go up at a slightly higher weight class. So now I've still have a fight, thankfully, but instead of 35, we'll be meeting at 42. So because of him not being able to make his weight, he will be penalized for that, and I get to sit a little more comfortably because I believe I mentioned earlier, I woke up at 39 this morning after I finished training. It's 38 and a half, if you will. And then I ate dinner and went to sleep, woke back up, still at 139. And yeah, so 42. Now I'm underweight, so not gonna go crazy or anything like that. Typically, you go crazy is usually when you mess it up a little bit, and yeah, I try not to do that. So I'm gonna go home a little. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna eat a little bit more, and just cruise the rest of this week. And I really look forward to this fight. And I really want to say thank you to everybody who has either purchased tickets or sent me a message or purchased a shirt, you know, reposting, and that stuff really goes a long way, man. You know, I thank you guys so much for all the love and support. And if you don't already know, I've mentioned it before. There will be pay-per-view on this fight, so if you guys want to check it out, you can watch it. I've posted link for the tickets. The same link is supposed to be used for the pay-per-view, but yeah, I'll leave that down in the comments so you guys can check that out if you don't live in Houston and you're wanting to watch that fight. But I appreciate you guys, and yeah, thank you.